Hello students. So till now we are discussing about the what? So introduction of inheritance, the types of inheritance followed by the important keywords. Those are what? Super and final keyword, right? The next we go for method overriding. So this is one of the chapter. The next we go for what? The previous lecture we are discussing about the what? Abstract class, how to create abstract class, and followed by declaration of abstract method, and at the final we are discussing about the what? Difference between concrete class and abstract class. Now in this session we are going to explain about the interface. By using interface we can achieve multiple inheritance. This is very important when we go for any interview. The reason is the question here they may ask about, is Java supports multiple inheritance? The answer is Java doesn't support multiple inheritance by using classes, but it supports multiple inheritance using interface. So that is the beauty of interface. We will discuss in the coming slide. The next one is what? In the last we will discuss about the difference between abstract class and interface. So these are the concepts in this lesson we are going to learn. So let's go to the first topic, that is what? Interface. So what is the meaning of an interface? An interface in Java is a blueprint of a class. Like class, what is the meaning of a class? A class is an imaginary thing. We are using class in order to represent the what? An object. So same thing, interface is also a blueprint of a class. Okay. Next, it has static constants and abstract methods. So we can declare only abstract methods in our interface. That is the reason we can achieve 100% abstraction. In order to achieve 100% abstraction, we go for what? Interface. Okay. In order to achieve 100% abstraction, we go for interface. How to achieve abstraction? In general, we can go for by using abstract class, and by using interface. By using abstract class, we can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction. It doesn't give the 100% abstraction of the entire program, but it gives about the, but by using interface, it gives about the 100% abstraction. So that is the reason we are going to implement interface. Interface gives the 0 to 100% in the abstract class. If you are by using interface, it gives about the 100% abstraction. For that purpose, we are going to use interface. So next, the interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve abstraction. How much abstraction we are getting? 100% abstraction. In order to get 100% abstraction, we are going to use interface. The next one, there can be only abstract methods. What is the meaning of this one? We are declaring the methods. Those method implementation is contains in the subclass. So that is the meaning of this part. Okay. Next one here, it is used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance. Okay. By using classes, we can't achieve multiple inheritance, but by using interface, we can achieve multiple inheritance. Okay. The next one is here, interface follows which representation is a relationship representation. Means in inheritance, we are following what? This is a simple representation of inheritance, right? Means B is a what? A subclass of A. Okay. In the unit 1, we are discussing about the birds, right? Flying birds, non-flying bird. So flying birds is a what? A bird. For example, penguin is a bird. So here for inheritance we follows is a relationship, but here interface also follows is a relationship. Okay. It cannot be instantiated, just like abstract class. Means we are not going to create an object for interfaces like abstract class. So these are the different representation of the classes and interface relationship. The first one is what? Class to class we go for extends keyword. By using extends keyword, we go for what? Acquire the properties from superclass to subclass. What about next one here? Here I am going to declare interface. Here I am going to declare a class. Here class implements all the properties from interface. Here we are not going for extends keyword. What about here? Interface to interface. So here I am using one interface, here I am going to use one more interface. Interface to interface we go for extends keyword, but interface to class we go for what? Implements keyword. So these are the relationship between the classes and interfaces. Okay. The next we go for here multiple inheritance in Java. Okay. In general, multiple inheritance in Java is not possible by using classes. This is possible by using what? Interfaces. Before going to explain about this concept, I am going to explain about what are the problems by using classes, why we are not achieving multiple inheritance. The reason is, from this example here, B and C are a child class of A. So now A we called as superclass. B we called as a subclass. What about C? C we called as subclass. So what is the meaning of this one? Both C and B guess the properties from A. For that purpose we are using extends keyword. Here C gets the properties from A by using the keyword extends keyword. Okay. So whatever the properties we are declaring in A, so those properties we can acquire into B, those properties we can acquire into C. What is the type of this inheritance? Hierarchical inheritance. The next here D. D is one more subclass. Okay. D wants to get the properties from B and C by using the keyword extends. By using the keyword extends. Okay. Here what type of inheritance D follows? Multiple inheritance means D is one child, but this child gets the properties from both the parents B and C. Now B and C we call as a superclass, D we call as a subclass. Here my question is, for example, A contain one method, that is area. Okay, same C contains one more method, that is same method area. Okay. For example, the implementation of this area contains system.out.println, for example, Vignan. Here implementation of this area method contains system.out.println Vizag. Okay. Here the methods what we are used in B and C, the name of the method is same, area. Here is area, here also what? Area, but implementation wise both are different. But D wants area method. D wants area method. So D wants to call the area method. How we are calling? By using the, we are creating an object for D. So for example, D equal to, for example, capital D, a small d equal to new capital D. Okay, D dot, I am going to call area. In this case, the compiler will give the what? An error. What type of an error? This type of inheritance doesn't allow this part. Why? Because here the compiler get ambiguity problem. That problem means the name of the method in B, the name of the method in C is common. Okay, but implementation wise both are different. So this is the problem. This is the problem, right? Means here D may get ambiguity problem. The reason is D wants to call the area method here, D wants to call the area method, but implementation wise both are different, but naming point of view both are same. This one we call as what? Ambiguity problem. Means D may get a confused which one I want to call, either area of this B or area of this B. So this we called as ambiguity problem. So that is the reason Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance using classes. The reason is the class follows implementation both the cases. Whereas if we are using interface, we are not going for implementation. We are only declaring the particular method like abstract class. So that is the reason we go for interface. So next we go for the particular example. Here this is the example for interface. For example, here I am going to declare this interface X. So X is an interface. Here in order to declare interface, we are using the keyword what? Interface. Okay. In this interface, I am going to use one method, that is what? Public void display. So, okay. The interface contains only declaration of a method. It doesn't contain the implementation. So here that is the reason we are declaring a method, that is display. Here one more interface I am going to use, that is interface Y, using the keyword interface. Here I am going to declare the same method, public void display. Okay, here in this interface we are not going for implementation. In this interface here we are not going for implementation. For example, X is one interface, Y is one more interface. Okay, Y is one more interface. Next, demo is a class. Okay, demo is the class. Here I go for demo, is the name of the class. So this class wants to acquire the properties from X and wants to acquire the properties from Y. Okay, here we are not going for implementation, right? That is the main problem in the Java. Okay, here we are only declaring the display method. So display. Only we are declaring the methods. We are not going for implementation. So that is the beauty of interface, right? So we can achieve 100% abstraction. Why? Because we are declaring the only methods. Implementation contained in the subclass. So next I go for what? I am going to implement this method right here. Public void display. Here I am going to implement a simple statement system.out.println. Multiple tendencies possible in the interface by using interfaces, right? By using this interface concept, we can achieve 100% abstraction. There is no ambiguity problem, right? Why? Because demo wants to, this class wants to execute this display method. In both the cases, the display is common. There is no implementation. There is no ambiguity problem. Whereas in the previous case, which means what? B, C, D class, all these three are classes. Whereas here, X and Y are interface, demo is a class. But here, B is a class, C is a class, D is a class. If you want to go for acquire the properties from B and C, the D may get confused which property I have to acquire. But here there is no problem. What is the reason here? Here X and Y are interface, here we can achieve 100% abstraction. If you are following 100% abstraction, there is no ambiguity problem. But here there is an ambiguity problem. So this is about the what? A simple example for interface. Okay. Next I go for inheritance in interfaces. Means in previous slide we are discussing about the what? Representation of what? The relationship between the classes and interfaces. What are the relationship? If both are classes, we go for what? Extends keyword. Okay. If it is an interface, if it is a class, we go for implement keyword. If it is an interface, it is also an interface, we go for extends keyword. This concept we are going to learn. So that is what inheritance in the interface means. We are going to extends. Okay. So for example, here an interface can extend another interface in the same way that a class extends. Same thing, right? Here class to class we go for extension. Here interface to interface we go for extension. So this is the example program here. So here sports is an interface. Okay. In this interface I declared only abstract methods. Those are set home team, set visiting team. So these are the methods inside this interface. Okay. For example, this interface. Okay. One more interface I am going to use here, interface football. Which keyword we are going to use? Extends keyword, right? Interface to interface we are using extends keyword. So here football extends sports, this one. So means what? These two methods are acquired into, inherited into this interface. Okay, this interface, right? What is the interface here? Football. So now home team scored, visiting team score, end of quarter. With these three methods, these two methods are also included in this interface. Now football contains all these methods. What about next one here? Here interface hockey extends sports. So this hockey also acquire the properties from what? Sports. Means in addition to all these methods, these two methods are available in this interface hockey. So what are the methods? Home goal scored, visiting goal scored, next end of period, overtime period. In addition to these four methods, here these two methods are also available in this interface. What is the interface here? Hockey. Here hockey interface has four methods. What are the methods here? Hockey interface, these are the four methods. In addition to these four methods, it can contain what? These two methods, right? By using inheritance concept. So here, but it inherits two from sports. What are the methods here? Two from sports, set home team, set visiting team. Means in addition to all these four methods, this hockey inherits these two methods. That is the reason it contains four methods and two from the sports. The next one here, a class implements hockey needs to implement all the six methods. If you want to implement all these methods in a subclass, we are going to implement these four methods and also these two methods. Okay, we have to implement in the subclass. Same as for this football also, we are going to implement these three methods and also these two methods, means five methods. So the last we are going to implement here, implement football needs to define three methods from the football. Here three methods from the football and the next one is what? Two methods from the sports. So it inherits sports, right? Means these two methods and these four methods we are going to implement in the subclass. So this is the representation of what? Interface to interface by using extends keyword. Means what? Inheritance in the interfaces. The next one here is, so what is the difference between abstract class and interface? The first difference here is the type of methods we are used in the abstract class and interface. The first one here is interface can have only abstract methods. What about abstract class? Abstract class can contains both the abstract methods and concrete methods. That is the main difference. Means by using interface we can achieve 100% abstraction. By using abstract class we can achieve 0 to 100%, means maybe 50%, maybe 100% based on the usage of methods. That is the first difference between the abstract class and interface, means type of methods. The next one is what? Usage of final variables, means here variables declared in Java interface are by default final, whereas here an abstract class may contain non-final variables. Okay, abstract class can contains only what? Only final methods. It doesn't contains final variables and final class. So that is the one more difference. The next one is type of variables. Here abstract class can have final, non-final, static, non-static variables, whereas interface has only static and final variables. This is the one more difference between abstract class and interface. The next one is implementation. So both doesn't contain implementation when we are declaring the all the methods are abstract, but abstract class can allow 50% or 0 to 100% abstraction, right? Means it contains implementation of some methods or doesn't contains implementation of a methods. So that is the reason abstract class can provide the implementation of interface. Interface cannot provide the implementation of abstract class. Okay. The next one here is inheritance versus abstraction. So here a Java interface can be implemented using the keyword implements. Using the keyword what? Implements. By using this keyword we are going to implement all the methods whatever declared in the superclass. Here an abstract class can be extended using the keyword extends, means by using extends keyword we are going to acquire all the properties from superclass to subclass. The next one is what? Multiple implementation, means an interface can extend another Java interface only. An abstract class can extend another Java class and implement multiple Java interface. This is the one more difference. The next one is accessibility of data members. Here members of a Java interface are public by default. If you are declaring the keyword as a public or otherwise, by default the particular interface is what? Public. And the next one is a Java abstract class can have class members like private, protected, etc. So this is the one more difference between abstract class and interface. So this is the representation of abstract class and interface. Okay, here by using the extends keyword we are getting the properties from superclass to subclass. Here we are using for interface we are using which keyword? Implements. Implements means whatever the methods we are declared in the superclass, those are we are going to implement in the subclass by using the keyword implements. Okay, so this is the main difference between abstract class and interface. Okay, thank you.